Hey guys, happy Friday. I hope that your weekend is off to a great start. What are you guys up to this weekend? I hope that you have something fun planned or something relaxing and that your weekend isn't too crazy. I feel like weekends are always so crazy, and then before I know it, it's Monday and it's time to get back to it. But it is my husband's birthday next week, so we are planning on celebrating with my family and just kind of hanging out, eating some tacos. And I do have to clean my house. I've been putting it off, but now that it is spring, I just want to spring clean everything. And cleaning is such a process for me. I can't just do it quickly. Like it takes me an entire day. So I'm planning on doing that as well. But anyways, today's video is not about cleaning. It is about makeup, of course. So we are talking about new makeup. I'm going to go through and talk about some of the new products and let you know what I think. There are actually a lot of products that I'm interested in and then a lot of products that I'm not going to buy as well. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love hearing your thoughts on products, and let's jump into it. I'll start with the products that I'm planning on purchasing or just kind of products that caught my eye that I am considering. All right, let's start with the product that I actually did purchase. There is a new product from Flower Beauty that I am so excited about. It is their Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. So the original one, it's actually right here because I just used it. This is one of my favorite products of all time. I added it to my makeup collection last year at some point, and ever since I tried this product, I really haven't reached for the majority of my high-end highlighters because this one is just perfect. The formula is great, the colors are beautiful, so I was very, very excited when I saw they were coming out with a second one. The new one is in the shade Sun-Kissed Shimmer, and it's definitely a deeper highlight palette. So this one is available now on Flower Beauty's website, which I did place a Flower Beauty order off of their website because I've been wanting to try a couple of products and then I needed to repurchase a few. And then it's also available at Walmart. It's not on the Ulta website yet, but hopefully it will be available there eventually as well. I don't think it's necessarily ideal for my skin tone, but honestly, the formula is so good that I had to buy it and try it out. I love a good shimmery blush, even a blush that almost looks like a highlighter. So I figured I would be able to use these products as blushes if I didn't use them as highlighters. And I also love wearing them as eyeshadows too, but the formula is just, it's so good. It's unbeatable for $14. I mean, it's honestly a steal. I rave about this product all the time. So I was so excited to see the new shade. So that is something that I already purchased, but I wanted to throw it out there in case you guys hadn't heard of it yet. Okay, the next product that I want to talk about is not a new release, but it is a restock. And I wanted to get your opinion on this product. So Melt Cosmetics released the Smoke Sessions eyeshadow palette a while ago, like a few months ago, and it retails for $48. Now, with all of Melt Cosmetics new releases and limited edition products, it did sell out fairly quickly. And I don't know if this is the first restock or like the second restock, but it's the middle of April and I actually have not purchased the palette yet, which is so weird. I'm kind of debating between two. I haven't been in a hurry to place a Sephora order or an Ulta order. So I'm thinking about the Riviera palette or ColourPop spring palette, but I'm kind of just waiting for like the Sephora VIB sale or like an Ulta coupon or if I place a ColourPop order. But anyways, I saw this one was actually going to be restocked on April 20th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. I mean, first of all, I'm not waiting up till 3 a.m. because I am on the East Coast. So I don't know if it will even be in stock the next morning when I do wake up. But if it is, this is something that I'm considering. The palette is beautiful. Like the colors are so gorgeous. The swatches are insane. And if you've been wanting like a greenish, mainly greenish palette with like some golds, some blue toned greens, this might be a fun option. Now, the only issue is that so many people say that their shades completely like crumbled and fell apart. So I'm curious, have you guys tried this palette? Do you have any issues with the formula? It's not just like one or two comments, it's a lot of comments. So that's the reason I'm hesitating because I don't want to take a chance on a $50 palette for it to just like, what am I saying? For it to just crumble and fall apart on me. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'd rather go with the formula that I'm pretty confident in. And I've never tried Melt Cosmetics. I always hear good things. Originally, I was going to buy their Shape Shift stack for $48, but I had a hard time justifying $48 for 4 shadows that I probably could replicate in my makeup collection. So I skipped over that one. Anyways, like I said, not a new release, but it is something I just wanted to throw out there. So there is a new Anastasia set available. I actually randomly saw this on the Ulta and Sephora websites when I was just looking for new products, and it looks like it might be a good option. So it is limited edition. I don't know if it's available in stores, but it is online, so I'll link it in the description box below if you guys want to check it out. So it comes with 2 two products. You get a full-sized Brow Wiz, which is my favorite brow pencil, and then you get a travel-sized Dip Brow Gel, which is a fairly new product. I haven't tried that. It is a product that caught my attention when they first released it, but I didn't feel like curious enough to run out and pay full price for it. So it's kind of nice that you can pay $25 and not only get the full-size Brow Wiz, which retails for $21, but technically you're getting a sample for $4 extra of the Dip Brow Gel. So if you've been wanting to try it out, it's a good deal. I mean, you're not saving a ton of money because the retail value is only $30, so technically you're saving like $5. And the Dip Brow Gel is sold separately as a mini, but it's $9. So I just wanted to throw it out there in case you guys were interested. I love the Brow Wiz, so when I do go to repurchase it, I probably will grab this set. I mean, it is limited edition, but the Brow Wiz is something that I don't mind having like a backup of because it is something that I do use. Although I did purchase quite a few during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. I will have a haul video coming for you guys soon. But yeah, I just wanted to throw it out there. There are 5 shades: taupe, soft brown, medium brown, dark brown, and ebony. Okay, so this next product caught my eye. I don't know if I will actually buy this because it's pretty pricey, but it's beautiful. And as soon as I saw the photos, I was instantly intrigued. I didn't even know who created it, what brand it was. I thought it was beautiful. So Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with these Glowgasm face palettes. They retail for $75. These are available on April 18th on Charlotte Tilbury's website, and I'm not sure if they're coming to Sephora or not. If they come to Sephora, it might be something to consider during the VIB sale if it's something that you really, really want, but I don't know if they're going to be available on Sephora's website. So first of all, $75 is a lot. Charlotte Tilbury is an expensive brand overall. I think a lot of their products are good. I mean, there are products that I definitely think are worth the money, but some of the products I just don't think are anywhere near worth the price tag. So I can kind of do like a best and worst Charlotte Tilbury video if you want to see that. I haven't tried everything, but I've tried a good amount of products from the brand, maybe like 10. Like I said, $75 is a lot, but when you break it down, you're paying like $18.75 per product. That's a little bit more reasonable because, you know, I do pay full price on occasion for like a high-end blush or highlighter, and those cost like $33, $34. It's pretty rare these days, but I have done it. So $18.75 isn't unreasonable, but that math only works if you are planning on using every product in the palette. I mean, it works either way, but I feel like it's only justified if you're using every single product in the palette. If you're only using 3, then I feel like in my mind, I have to raise the retail value for each product up a little bit and say, would I be willing to pay that much for one blush, for one highlighter? So, you know, when I look at this face palette, I like the warm toned one a little bit more. They do look like products that I would love to use. I don't have a lot of experience with Charlotte Tilbury cheek products. I've tried a couple and I think they're good, but I haven't really found them to be exceptional or so much better than any of the other products in my makeup collection. So I just don't know. I don't know that it's actually worth the $75 for me, even though they're so beautiful. There are 2 different options, and then there are also Glowgasm light wands, which are kind of like liquid highlighter blushes, and those retail for $38 each. So what do you guys think? Are they beautiful? Are they on your list, or are they just ridiculously overpriced? So ColourPop is releasing a couple of new products. They did release the Festival collection, which is available now on their website. A bunch of you guys were asking me if I was planning on picking it up, and they actually sent it to me in PR. It does come with 8 pressed glitters, 4 pressed pigments, and then there are 4 cream gel liners, 3 of the new So Juicy glosses, and 1 white mascara. To be completely honest with you guys, this isn't a collection that I would have purchased on my own with my own money. Like I said, they did send it to me in PR, so I can test it out for you guys. I mean, there are products that I already set aside for a giveaway because, you know, I do consider it part of my job here on YouTube to test out products and share reviews with you guys. And when I do get things in PR, it is nice to be able to, you know, test them and let you guys know my opinions on them. But if they are products that I will use once for a review and then never touch again, I don't typically like to do that because I just think it's wasteful. I understand it comes with the territory and I am willing to do that on occasion, but I'd rather donate the products, give them away to you guys, or share them with family and friends. So that being said, I did keep some of the pressed glitters because I wouldn't have purchased the collection as a whole, but if I was placing a ColourPop order, I think that I would have grabbed like 1 or 2 glitters just to test them out because I told you guys in my BoxyCharm video, I've been so curious about pressed glitters, but I've also been very intimidated by them. But I think they could be fun, so I might actually include these in an upcoming like testing out new makeup video and we can see how they work. together on camera, and I'll do a wear test and everything. But if you guys are into bright colors and neons, it might be a fun, affordable collection to check out. Okay, so let's move on to the products that I'm going to pass on. ColourPop actually also is releasing 12 new loose pigments, which retail for $6. I really like their loose pigments, and I don't know, again, loose pigments are kind of like a product that I've always been intimidated by, but I find that their loose pigments are very easy to use. They go on nicely, they stay in place well without creasing or fading, and I don't typically find that I experience like a lot of fallout, maybe when I'm first applying them, but even then I don't really, as long as I wet my brush. So I do like them. I think they are worth the $6. You get a significant amount of product. It's not something that I feel like I have to run out and buy right away because I don't wear loose pigments enough to keep adding new colors to my makeup collection, but they are fun. If you guys are looking for a loose pigment to try or a color really appeals to you, you might like them, but for me, I don't feel like I need any of these right now. So Natasha Denona is releasing some new products. The first one is the Mini Bronze and Glow, which retails for $19. This is available now at Sephora if you guys are interested in trying it out. So this is a mini duo with a highlighter and a bronzer. The bronzer is a new shade, but the highlighter is an existing shade. It is their Glow Extreme. I think that I've realized that I don't love the Natasha Denona. Why is it so hard to say that brand name? The Natasha Denona Powder Face Formula. I just feel like they look a little bit dry on my skin. Like they don't blend as seamlessly as I would like them to. They do enhance texture, so they look pretty obvious on my skin. It's not like they look natural like the Hourglass blushes, and I typically go for more of a natural look when it comes to cheek products. I've tried like one of the mini duos, and the pan size is very, very small, and it works well for a highlighter because you can use like, a tapered highlighting brush to get in there, but it was a little bit more difficult for the blush, and I imagine it's going to be even more difficult for a bronzer because I don't know about you guys, I use a very large bronzer brush. Like I typically reach for a jumbo fan brush. This one is from Crown. Of course, the numbers wore off. And then this one's from Wet n Wild. So these are typically brushes that I bronze with. And because the pan size on that is so small, I don't find that it would be like an easy experience to use it. And of course, they only released one shade, so I don't know how well it would work for my skin tone, other skin tones. It's not something that I'm personally interested in trying. So Natasha Denona is also releasing the Transfix Matte Concealer, which retails for $28. It is a medium to full coverage concealer. It's supposed to be matte, long wearing, lightweight, smooth. It has all kinds of claims. I swear concealers have the most ridiculous list of claims. Like they just claim that concealer will fix all of your issues. But of course, it's supposed to be crease proof, transfer proof, hydrating. There are 23 shades available with different undertones. I don't know. I feel like $28 is expensive. Okay, I just looked this up. So for comparison, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer is $29. So it's $1 more expensive, but you get zero point 0.5 fluid ounces. Now you do get a significant amount of product for a concealer. So comparing them, it might not be the most fair comparison, but that's my personal favorite concealer. So that's why I picked that one. The Natasha Denona concealer is $28, so $1 less, but you only get 0.2 fluid ounces. So essentially you're paying twice as much when you break it down price per ounce for the Natasha Denona concealer. And I don't know about you guys, but like concealer is something that I actually use up. Like some products, like an eyeshadow palette, I'm probably not going to use up, but a concealer is something that I will use up and repurchase if I like it enough. So I'm more likely to take that price per ounce comparison into mind when I'm making a purchasing decision. And it's hard to justify that concealer when the Too Faced Born This Way one is so much less expensive price per ounce. And I love that one. I mean, to be honest with you guys, my everyday makeup drawer has like 6 different concealers in it right now, and I love all of them. So I don't feel like I have to try a bunch of new concealers at this point. So many brands are releasing new formulas, and they're tempting because it's fun to try new products, but I have so many that I'm satisfied with that I think I'll just skip this one despite all of the high claims. So Tarte released a new palette. They collaborated with Adelaine Morin. It is an eye and cheek palette, and it retails for $39. So this one is available now online on Ulta's website. You might be able to get it in stores as well, but it comes with 9 shadows, 1 highlighter, and 1 blush. This is a pretty palette. I mean, there are definitely some gorgeous colors. There are some warm pops of color and then some warm toned neutrals as well. It kind of reminds me of like a darker version of ColourPop's Yes Please palette, which is a bestseller. A lot of people love that palette. It wasn't one that I reached for a lot because I don't typically wear reds and oranges and yellows, and I feel like that's what that palette was, and that's kind of what this palette is as well. I mean, I would love to incorporate more yellows into my makeup routine. I think it's such a pretty color, and I've seen some really beautiful yellow looks. I can definitely dupe this palette with other palettes in my makeup collection at this point. If you're a fan of her, or you love Tarte, maybe you'll enjoy this palette. Tarte palettes are so hit and miss for me that I don't typically consider them unless I hear like rave reviews about them, or I'm at Ulta or Sephora and I'm like swatching palettes and it really appeals to me. So I'll definitely skip over that one. It's just not something that I personally need, but I do think it's a cute palette. There is one last product that I want to talk about. This is the Glamlight Burger Palette, which retails for $40. It's going to be available on April 24th. They are the ones that did the pizza palette, and I don't know. I think it's fun that they do this. I think, it shows creativity. It's something definitely different. There are no palettes on the market like this. And I was watching a video on Instagram, and she was like showing the palette, and the top is made out of like this faux leather material. So it's actually squishy. Like, it's just kind of like a cute idea. It comes with 16 shadows. And I mean, if you take away all the packaging, the colors are really, really pretty, and the swatches look amazing. It does look like a really pretty palette. I feel like the color scheme is like very comparable to like a Juvia's Place palette maybe. But, I just don't need it. These palettes are so large. I remember seeing videos where people were reviewing the pizza palette, and I think generally like the shadows got a good review, but the palette itself was just so big. And the burger palette looks even bigger because it's not flat, like the top is like domed. I just think the packaging is too bulky, but I do think it's a cute idea. I mean, I think it would make such a fun gift for somebody who, is just a little bit more creative and just kind of wants like, not like a gag gift, but like a pizza palette or a burger palette. I think it's funny. I can appreciate the creativity. It's just not for me personally. Okay, guys, so that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about these products, so let me know in the comment section below. I'm off to a spin class. I'm kind of nervous. I did one before and it was so much fun. I loved it. So I actually decided to like sign up and try to make it part of like my weekly routine, and I'm nervous because I think it's going to be pretty intense, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be so much fun. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, but if you guys spin regularly, let me know how you like it. And if you have any like tips and tricks, I would love to hear from you. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with a new video. I'm working on my Urban Decay Game of Thrones review, so that should be up next. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.